Welcome back to the Drive-In Movie Podcast. I'm Michael.
Now playing, you changed the intro on us again.
Do you not? Okay, whatever, dude. Just roll with it.
Just do the regular intro.
Welcome back to the Drive-In Movie Podcast.
Now playing Michael. See how much better that feels?
And I'm Michael. And what's your name?
Why can't I get a movie named after me?
His name's Berkan.
Why can't I get it?
Because nobody knows how to pronounce your name, so I'm going to say it for you. Your name's Berkan. There's so many people in the comments that are like, "Hey, when's Birio? Like
Birio? Who's called me Birio?
Been? People.
No one's ever called me Birio.
People have been spelling your name crazy style, dude.
Well, I kind of like it. It's kind of like a game.
You don't
have a difficult name. No difficult name. No opinion.
But it also helps that
no difficult name. No opinion.
That our judgment system is based on Michaels, so everyone knows specifically what my name is because we say it every episode. How many Michaels are you giving this movie?
So because we're rating Michael, do we have to give it Berkans? So it's not like how many Michaels are we giving Michaels?
I think it's fitting if we give it Michaels.
I think it's fitting too. I feel like you were born for this moment.
Yeah, I think so too. Anyway, welcome back to the Drive-In Movie Podcast. Sorry we got a little heated at the top there.
It's been a long 2 weeks for Michael and I. We're once again not in a car.
We are in a hotel room yet again.
Yes, but different city this time.
Different city, slightly.
Yes, we can't. We'll tell you guys what we're doing soon.
Maybe next episode.
Maybe next episode.
Okay.
Next episode we'll tell you what we're doing in LA.
I mean, surely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think that'll be okay.
Okay. Anyway, we're in a hotel room again.
Big week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But next week we should be back in our normal car setup.
Thank God.
But there's been a lot going on this week. I mean, we got new Maul episodes. We haven't talked about Maul Shadow Lord at all.
No, we haven't had a chance.
Run that the show's been going on. We got the finale for the latest Invincible season.
And then of course we watch Michael.
Right, and then obviously we've been doing One Piece, so we'll have a little One Piece update in there.
Yeah, so just to give you guys a quick actual One Piece update now. We released a full One Piece episode celebrating 100 episodes into One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to go into any like specific episodes, but we are throwing in a One Piece game in this episode.
Right.
So there will be something.
So we got a lot to cover.
Yeah.
And just to kick things off, why don't we talk about Maul, dude?
Yeah, dude. Maul is one of the best projects Star Wars has done.
I think that there's been a lot of lacking projects recently too, and they're hitting the ground running with this one. I mean, from episode 1. Fully invested.
I mean, the way they animate the fight sequences, specifically like the lightsaber, how it feels like the lightsabers are all just kind of like bleeding and on fire, and just really adds movement to each fight. It's been amazing. The story is really interesting. The characters are really easy to invest. Is Darth Vader going to be in Maul?
I don't think so.
I think it's Darth Vader. We've wanted Darth Vader versus Darth Maul for so long. They've never fought. The only interaction Darth Maul and Anakin have ever had is when Darth Maul like maybe bumped him with like a space motorcycle thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, at this point, it seems like that one Inquisitor has taken the spotlight on this hunt for Maul.
But he's reporting to somebody.
And
we've already seen Maul like go up against the Emperor past like Resurgence, and it didn't go well. So we don't want to see that again.
Yeah,
we want to see him fight Vader.
I don't think that we're gonna see the Emperor in this one. I think there's a chance it could be Vader, but honestly, I think that this Inquisitor, we don't know anything about them.
The Inquisitors, we see these Inquisitors. We saw this Inquisitor fight Ahsoka.
Is it? They're sorry, I got distracted. They're playing content in the other room. We're in the
Rude.
We have the same roommates that we did last week too. We got Jenks and Dambo too in the other room.
Rude. If it makes you feel better, I don't think they can hear it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just seems like also they have no history together. I know
that's why we would want it.
I know, but then they would just meet once and then never meet again.
No, you gotta think about it like a little bit deeper. Maul was replaced by Vader, so Maul's already gonna have some type of animosity towards Vader because he's the number 2 to the Emperor, which was Maul's promised future.
Okay,
so he's already gonna have beef, and then also on top of that, Anakin also studied Maul's fighting combat skills in the past, which I did not actually know that. Different creator, Luke's Outpost, informed me on that one, which I thought was really cool. But
what is that? Where did they?
I think
that?
it's in like a book or in like one of the books or comics or something like that. But Vader previously studied Darth Maul the way he fought. So like they know of each other. They just never faced off. And I think Maul is one of the strongest characters in Star Wars. But everybody wants to clown that statement. So I would like a sequence that could at least add some validity to it.
Okay, interesting. Well, what do you think if Maul and Count Dooku were to go at it?
Maul will destroy Count Dooku.
Hold on, we gotta.
He's getting arcanes.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. What am I looking
Wait,
at?
hold on.
What am I looking at? This is live breaking news.
Jenks
Gen
got
V has
the-
been canceled after 2 seasons. That's actually pretty expected.
Wait, what was canceled?
Gen V. It's the
boys spinoff.
The boys spinoff. But this makes sense because they're not even using them in the final season so far. Yeah. Oh, okay. Jenks just said Gen V is better than the boys. It's kind of a hot take. Do you want to come say that into the mic? You want to come cuddle? Come cuddle and say that to the mic real quick. Oh, it's still come.
Is the food here?
Come cuddle in
Okay.
close.
I was gonna go wait on it. Hey guys, how you doing? What was I gonna say?
Your boy's hot take.
Gen V's better than the boys. The boys drags. Gen V has a good plot line.
You heard it here first.
All right. So breaking news there.
I could definitely. Okay, you're right that they know of each other. So you think if they were to show down, do you think that like Maul knows that Darth Vader is Anakin? Because nobody really knows that Darth Vader and Anakin are the same person.
Darth
except for,
Maul
like,
had that kind of
slight
vision
few.
that Anakin was going to be responsible for the fall of everything
Mhm.
back in the Clone Wars. So
So-
he might have some.
You think he had some sort of Force vision?
I think Maul is like low key superpower is like he's really in touch with his visions.
Uh-huh.
Like he's really in touch with things that are going to happen and helping himself be a few steps ahead. I think he probably does know.
I would like to see some more connection between. I mean, yes, like a showdown between Maul and Vader would be sick. And you're right that they do kind of. I mean, Maul definitely has reason to hate Vader and have something to prove. But at the same time, I want to see how Maul ends up from his current position to his little cameo in Solo to the absolute.
But that's like a
rock
time
bottom-
skip thing.
To the absolute rock bottom that you see him in Rebels.
That's a time. See, I think we need multiple seasons of Maul
Yeah.
to where we can address those time skips.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I think in this season, I think Vader would be appropriate. But
I think
something
if we're doing-
interesting. Something interesting. What if it's Starkiller?
From the games?
Yeah.
You
was
mean
a
the
lord.
same character? Same
It's not
Whit-
the same character, same voice actor.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Same voice actor. You
Yeah.
think Sam Whitaker, is that his name?
Yeah.
Would
Whitaker.
play both characters. I don't think Starkiller is
could.
canon.
Maybe he could be canon
He kinda-
again.
He kind of breaks the universe.
Maybe he could be canon again. I mean, his storyline from Force Unleashed doesn't have to be canon, but he could be canon.
I think it would be a reboot of Starkiller. I think
it could be a reboot of Starkiller. That'd be kind of crazy.
because I know that like if you play that game and you do like the good ending,
The original storyline of him being killed by Vader would have to stick.
and then in the Force Unleashed 2, they make a clone of
Force
him.
Unleashed doesn't exist. Force Unleashed 2 shouldn't exist.
Right. Because the bad ending for Force Unleashed 1 definitely breaks the game, where he kills Darth Vader and becomes the Emperor's apprentice. But
Yeah.
I think the good ending might work. But doesn't he kill Shaak Ti or something? And he kills a bunch of Jedi Masters, but I think most of them, you don't really aren't in any of the other movies or TV shows anyway. But I think Shaak Ti is in that. Do we know what happened to Shaak Ti?
No.
We see her a little bit in the Clone Wars, but I guess we don't
She
see what
died
actually
in
happened. to
Order
her.
66, did she not?
Do we actually maybe in like the extended cut? Does she die in Order 66?
Yes, she does.
Where?
She's in a
In
deleted
that
scene.
montage? I think she's in a deleted
She's a
scene.
deleted scene.
I think
Grievous
she's-
kills her.
Yeah.
I believe. If I'm thinking of the same
Okay.
the correct character.
Are the deleted scenes canon? Could you, because it's a deleted scene, could you bring back Shaak Ti into like one of these?
Debatable. Debatable.
It didn't make the movie.
Debatable. We'll see. Debatable. I don't know.
Interesting.
I think no.
I don't know if that would be a retcon.
I
feel
think
like
they
you could get
shouldn't
away
be
with it.
canon unless it's actually in the movie. Unless it's like an extended cut.
If it didn't get a theatrical release, like if you had to like get a special screening.
Well, I would say
to
everything
see
that
it-
happens in Lord of the Rings, the extended versions is canon to Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So like if there's an extended version out there,
Yeah.
then I think yes, it counts.
Right, but I think that it's not called the extended version.
But there
it's
is
called-
no Revenge of the Sith extended.
I think it's
version.
the deleted scenes,
The,
which
te-
is like
the extended version of Revenge of the Sith is if you mash up Revenge of the Sith with the final season of Clone Wars.
right.
So I think in this case it wouldn't be canon.
Yeah, I'd agree. I would love to actually see Shaak Ti come back in something.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
We could just be wrong and we just got the character wrong.
I know. Let us know. But you told me a little while ago off camera that they were only doing one season of Maul. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know if I knew that
Okay.
because I don't know. Genuinely,
I hope they're not. I hope that this is an ongoing thing.
I hope it's a time skip thing.
Yeah.
Give me the full story.
Disney kind of has a habit though of just doing one season
Yeah, but
little run.
no. Disney's new thing is if the season does well, they will do another one.
Okay.
And right now, Maul is the number one show on Disney Plus. So if it just keeps doing well, if people keep watching it, I think it will get a second season.
Well, I'm watching.
That's
week
what
after
it
week.
takes.
I'm there. I'm giving my support.
Heck yeah, I'll
I
watch
love
it a
it.
few times.
Here,
I'll buy multiple accounts to watch Maul so we get more seasons.
I would watch. Yeah, and that would also give us something to build to. To me, it would feel a little bit cheap if all of a sudden Maul and Vader just showed off. I think that if there was a little bit more build up of like Darth Vader comes to Janix, I think it's the planet they're on, Janix. If Darth Vader comes to Janix, he's hunting him. Maul knows that he's around. He's kind of evading him. Maybe there's like some sabotage, like some trickery involved. I think it would be a little bit cheap if all of a sudden they just like showed up, appeared in front of each other. I kind of want to see some tension and some build up and more dialogue of them kind of being aware but hating each other. Because you're right that they have kind of dropped little hints, and I kind of do remember Maul saying something about that in the show. But I would like to see more of that so that the payoff is bigger.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
That actually is a really good motivation for Maul, in that like Darth Vader is who I should have been.
Maul's just moody. He like his goals and objectives change.
The Sith's whole thing is being moody.
He just
That's
can't
what gives
decide.
them their
He can't
power.
decide what his life purpose is.
Yeah.
It's just whoever pissed him off that
The
week.
Sith literally draw energy from teenage angst. That's all it is. They just hold on to it forever.
Yeah.
But anyway, how do you feel about Maul right now in like on a numeric scale? Do you want to give it any Michaels?
No,
yet?
I want to wait. I want to wait till May the 4th week.
You do have a thing.
Gotta finish.
You always wait for something to be
It's gotta finish.
completely finished before you rank it.
No, it could change.
You were
There's
like
4
that-
episodes left. That's significant.
You said that about the Acolyte too. Everyone was like, "It's trash, it's garbage," me included, and you were like, "I can't rank it until it's
what if
over."
the final like 3 episodes blew me away?
I don't know.
That would have changed everything.
That's why I'm so glad Maul's going well though, because the last few pieces of Star Wars we've gotten
Just hasn't gone well.
have either been bad or mid.
I liked Ahsoka.
Ahsoka was good. I enjoyed it.
I'm
too.
excited for season 2. Like I love
Yeah.
the rebel elements of it.
But you have like Skeleton Crew, which was cute. I thought it was cute.
Yeah.
You had the Acolyte. You know, people weren't super huge fans of the Book of Boba Fett or the last season of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So it's like they needed a win for sure.
Well, hopefully Maul's a win and then Mandalorian and Grogu the movie's a win.
Right.
Hopefully. We'll
Yeah.
see.
We did. We already talked about it. I think in like 2 episodes ago.
Last episode, yeah.
Okay. Not the One Piece one.
No.
But we saw the first 20, 30 minutes of
Yes.
it. And it's pretty good.
I liked it so far.
Yeah.
Off to a good start. Can't give it Michaels yet though because it's not done.
Right. But speaking of something that is done,
Invincible.
we just got the
Title
season
card.
finale of Invincible.
Drive a Movie Podcast title card.
What did you think, Berkan?
I think my thoughts are kind of invalid because like I knew
You knew exactly what was going to
I
happen.
knew exactly what was
Right,
going
you
to
read the
happen, how it was
comics.
going to end. I will say they did make some changes. The Thrag Mark negotiation actually originally happens as soon as he gets to Earth with Omni-Man.
Okay.
The whole Mark PTSD with Thrag thing is new, which I actually really like. And then Debbie, I think, well, I'm not going to say that part out loud.
Okay.
But
In case it's a spoiler.
in case it's a spoiler.
But it's a little bit different
yeah,
from the comics.
Yeah, so
Okay.
um
Do you like that they changed things up?
abortion thing happened a lot earlier than it does
Oh.
in the comics. In the comics, they kind of go on for a little bit, and Samantha Adam Eve kind of deals with that a little bit more. And what really triggers her is going to see Immortal and Duplicate.
Yeah.
And how their family is looking, because they retired and they're off doing their own thing.
They're duplicating.
And that triggers her, and then that kind of leads to Mark finally realizing that something's happening.
Okay.
So some changes in the
Yeah.
finale.
Mark was pretty oblivious.
Yeah,
Yeah. But he had to be fair, he had a lot on his mind.
going
I
on.
guess. Yeah.
A lot going on.
I found it a little underwhelming. I thought that they drew that episode out like very long. For a season finale, not a whole lot happened until the very end.
I'm kind of surprised the Viltrum War wasn't the finale.
Me too. I was saying this in the car ride over here. We started talking about it a little bit with the 4 of us. And I thought that episode 7 felt a lot more like a finale, finale. And this episode felt like a season premiere where they're basically setting up what the season's going to be. Is that, hey, we are here on Earth blending in. Don't bother us and we won't bother you. And then you kind of have like a whole season of them trying not to start it's like a Cold War is what I imagine is going to happen. Is a Cold War. I don't know how. I haven't read the comics. I know you have.
I will say, I think there was a way I thought the finale was gonna end, and they didn't do it, which potentially means we're gonna start off season 5 just ludicrously.
That's so surprising to me because I feel like if you really wanted to, this could have been a series finale, like happy ending, where it's like, hey, you don't bother me, I won't bother you. Alan the alien's in charge. You know, Omni-Man is on the road to redemption. Everyone's like, except for like what's Optimus Prime's name?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. Except for Thaddeus. Yeah, except for him, everyone is pretty much alive.
Yeah.
Right. And we've agreed not to bother each other. Right. And like we've agreed not to destroy Earth. We're gonna live here like normal people. You know. And then that's the other thing. Why did Mark hesitate? That was a good deal. Thrag was giving him a great deal.
Because again, like Thrag said, Mark basically just agreed. This is the whole like plot point and how the season ended with the reveal of like Alan basically agreeing that like all Viltrumites must die, even sacrificing all of Earth to do so. And that's kind of the weight of what Mark's dealing with. He's like, if I agree to this, I'm literally, as Thrag said, now the savior of Viltrumites.
Yeah, but
he became the very thing he did not want to be.
But Mark is literally the example of how Viltrumites raised by humans can be good and can use their powers to save people. So all of the offspring of all these Viltrumites who came to Earth could literally just be like Mark. He's saying, "Oh no, if there were more
is every
of me,
Earth baby the same?
If there were more of me,
is every Earth baby the same?
That would be bad.
Is every Earth baby the same?
I mean,
we saw Invincible multiple times how other versions of Mark are not as good.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole premise of Invincible is actions have consequences.
But I think at the same time, a lot of people think of the Viltrumites as like naturally, intrinsically evil. And I think Mark is a great example of if they are just like raised differently, they're fine. And so it's like,
but like you don't know who. But like that's the thing. Mark had Debbie, one of the best moms in fiction.
Yeah.
What Craig? We don't know anything about the woman that Craig's hooking up with. She could be like, fuck them kids.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that like also
go get her
what's
cans.
Up, Jinx?
That's Red Rush's wife.
Red Rush's wife.
That's who he was with?
No way.
I did not pick that up. I did not pick that up. So Craig's hooking up with Red Rush's wife.
Jenks up he just told us that.
Wow.
That's
why you follow Jenks.
When you see General Craig with the motorcycle and the cigarette and the eye patch hooking up with that woman.
I don't think that's in the comics.
Red Rush's wife.
I don't think that's in the comics. I have to go back and look at that. Or if it was, I never noticed it.
They're gonna. Okay, aren't Debbie and the wife kind of pals? Like, we haven't seen her in a long time.
Debbie's in space now.
You would assume that, like, at some point, right?
Greg's a dog. He's not gonna stay with the same woman for longer than a couple days.
Oh, okay.
He came to Earth immediately, got a bike and a cigarette, and he's like, "I'm just chilling, just seeing what everything's about."
Right. I don't know. In my mind, I'm kind of like, give the new Viltrumites a chance. You might get a Superman.
You never know. You never know.
I know that like they want.
I can't contribute to this conversation.
Okay. All right. Thrag also is honestly not a terrible dude.
That's why Thrag is such a great villain, because he's so strategic and he doesn't act out of emotion for a long period of time.
Yeah. When his planet got blown up, he kind of overreacted a little bit.
Yeah, in the moment. But then he's like, okay.
But he didn't even kill. I mean, he killed Thaddeus.
He almost killed Mark, and then he's like, I can't kill you.
He didn't even kill Nolan or Mark.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm kind of like, Thrag is honestly really level-headed, really reasonable. He came to Earth and he was like, I'm not going to kill anybody. I'm not going to hurt anybody. I'm literally here just to repopulate my planet. And
then take over.
Which is a total... I mean, that's going to take a minute, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to rebuild their race.
Yeah.
Honestly, they could take over right now. What he said was, he was like, we don't really want to destroy the Earth, kill billions of people, and create a less pleasant form of life for those who remain. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not even just the fact that he cares about rebuilding his race. He's like, everyone's going to be worse off.
That's why Thrag is such a good villain, because he's going to build.
In my mind, that's kind of why I'm also like, okay, if you're just like literally rebuilding your race.
Michael's Team Thrag.
And you're not hurting anybody.
Michael's Team Thrag.
Huh?
Michael's Team Thrag.
Right now, I'm a little bit Team Thrag.
Would you rather fight for Thrag or fight for Omni-Man?
Let me. Okay, so what would I be fighting for Omni-Man for?
I
Like,
don't
what's
know.
his? What are his morals? Like, what's the team?
Okay,
like this is like if this were Team Captain America
okay.
versus Team
If
Iron Man.
Thrag was my entire mission is to eliminate Kane's, but he's a better.
My favorite restaurant.
Yeah, your favorite restaurant, but he's like it's going to be for the better, and you just kind of have to trust him. That's going to be
For
better.
the greater good.
For the greater good.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Okay.
Or would Omni-Man's like, no, we got to save Kane's. No matter what, we got to save Kane's.
you would sacrifice people to save Kane's?
Yeah.
No. Sacrifice Kane's for the good of people.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's a great example, but anyway, I really respected Thrag in this last episode. I thought Mark was being a little bit. Also, he was like he really considered not taking the deal, and that was just gonna fuck over everybody, dude. Like literally billions of people. Not to mention like the coalition of planets would get.
You're telling me all the superheroes, all the super villains, if it came down to saving Earth, everyone, every superpowered person, every military, everyone in Cecil's arsenal. All going up against one Thrag.
No, it's 37 Viltrumites.
No, I know. Okay, but one versus one Thrag. You think Thrag could win?
We haven't seen anything that could put a dent in Thrag yet.
It's true. I'm talking all of Earth's resources.
I don't know what it would take to even hurt Thrag, let alone kill him. I don't know.
I guess a virus.
I have no idea what his roof is, except for the Scourge virus. True.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see.
That's I'm also just trying to avoid like the extinction of the human race here, because again, if we really want to go to war with the Viltrumites, they're going to release that Scourge virus and just destroy and kill everybody, right? Yeah. So it's like, okay, either let the Viltrumites prove that they could be good guys, or kill everybody. Only one of those options has the potential for
to be something,
a happy ending. So anyway, I know I sound kind of like an asshole because I'm kind of siding with the bad guy here.
It's only season 4.
But I think Mark made the right decision. I think it's kind of weird that he hesitated because I was like, you're like, literally, they could destroy your planet right now. It's like, you don't have a choice. Thrag said it. You don't have a choice.
How many Michaels are you giving the 4th season of Invincible?
I really like this season. I think I'm giving it 8 or 9 Michaels.
I'm giving it 8 Michaels.
Okay.
I think it has 2 of the best episodes in all of Invincible.
Yeah.
And the rest was like good. 1 episode was fine.
Yeah.
So it's like it's up there.
There were some slow moments.
It was a good season.
The more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, there was the episode where he went to hell. That was pretty slow.
Yeah, it was not really memorable.
Most of the finale was pretty slow, and it's only 8 episodes. So already 2 out of the 8 pretty slow. I think I'm giving it an 8.
All right.
I think
is next. Oh, you got some One Piece, or you got some Invincible questions,
right?
For me.
So in a couple episodes ago, I had asked you Invincible trivia questions, and people thought they were way too easy. So we issued a challenge to send us Invincible questions, and I will ask Berkan for you because Berkan has read the comics. He's competed in Invincible trivia before, done very well. So you guys were claiming that we do not have ball knowledge. You guys are now testing our ball knowledge. Let's see if Berkan can hold his ground. Let me see here. So the first question is from King Lariato. Okay. What is the name of the lizard guy that ate Shrinking Ray?
Starts with a T?
Does not start with a T.
I'm cooked.
You're done?
Zacradia.
It's Komodo Dragon, apparently.
It's just Komodo Dragon.
Does that sound familiar?
No.
Okay.
I know the scene.
That's what he said.
I didn't know his name.
That's what he said the name was.
0 for 1. It's okay. That doesn't count.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This question is from Built Different FU. What is Alan's girlfriend's name? Really? They say it all even I know this one. Come on, bro.
Zucrius.
Not even close.
What is it?
Telia.
That question doesn't count.
What do you mean that question doesn't count? That was honestly an easy question. From T North Twer. How many anuses does Alan's cat have?
6.
No. They literally just mentioned it like 2 episodes ago, bro. Are you kidding me?
That question doesn't count.
What are you talking about? He has 2. And Alan even says, yeah, he's a fully grown cat. Because Tech Jacket was like, does your cat have 2 anuses? He was like, yeah, he's fully
grown. I thought you
grown.
said Anguses, not anuses. I'm sorry.
What are you even talking about?
If I knew you said anuses, I would have said 2.
Okay. This question is from Yak Inev 16. What's William's boyfriend's name? The guy who was kidnapped.
Yeah. Colin?
No.
What was it?
It's Rick.
Doesn't count.
It's Rick.
The question doesn't count.
Okay. One more question. Hold on. Got to pull up the picture. Okay. This is a 3-part question. But honestly, I'm curious at this point if you can answer any of these correctly. If you can get even one part of this. This is from Kina Monav Shalom. What are the names of the Viltrumites that attacked Thraxa in season 2?
Lucrin, Craig.
Craig doesn't count. One of the 3 before Craig shows up. Or Craig. Craig or Craig.
So, Lucrin.
You're adding some syllables in there. There you go. Yeah, that's one of them. The girl with the hair.
Amnesia?
No.
I don't know the rest of their names.
Dude.
I know Conquest, I know Craig, I know Lucan, that's it.
You ate shit in this trivia
I
segment.
didn't. None of this counted.
The three Viltrumites are Thola,
Theodore,
and Lucan.
And Lucan. See, I got Lucan.
I at least would have gotten Lucan. I think
none of these counted.
I think I would have gotten Thola too because the hair is so memorable.
None of these counted.
Crazy. I would have done actually better. I haven't even read the comics, and I would have done better.
None of these counted.
Okay, so Berkan does not know ball knowledge.
I know Invincible Ball. It's just off day.
None of these.
I'm just tired.
Did you get any of these right?
No.
I don't know if you got a single question.
I would have
right.
got the anus question right if I knew you said anus.
You didn't get Komodo Dragon. You didn't get Telia. You didn't get how many anuses.
I think my answers
you didn't
are
get
better.
Rick. And then you got one part of the 3-part question.
It's not a 0.
Dude, oh my god.
I think my answers were better.
Well, if you guys want, we can try again next week.
Yeah, let me lock in this time.
Okay.
None of those counted.
Right. Followers can DM us questions on TikTok or Instagram and also send us the answer.
I need to redeem myself. Michael, can you look up pick 4 Marvel movies. But
go on.
I'm pausing because I didn't know if you needed a second. Pick 4 Marvel movies, Google the release date, and then tell me the release date. I'll tell you the movie you thought of.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
Okay.
You love flexing your release.
I need to redeem myself.
Okay. Let me see here. I have to. Well,
this episode, while Michael's looking this up, this episode is unofficially sponsored by Cane's. Jenks just went downstairs to go get our Cane's, so we'll be eating Cane's the rest of the episode. Unapologetically.
Let me see here. Okay. May 5th, 2017.
May 5th, 2017.
Yeah, what movie came out May 5th, 2017? What Marvel movie? MCU movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yes.
Bang.
Okay, hold on.
The worst movie in the MCU.
Whoa.
Maybe not the worst, but down low for me.
Okay, October 13th, 2016.
Doctor Strange.
Yes. Damn, that was quick.
See, I have ball knowledge when I'm locked in.
Okay, one sec. November 5th, 2021. Oh, Jenks.p is back.
Eternals.
Yes, Eternals. All right, we'll do one more.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay, I'm ready.
Let me think of one that you won't get.
Okay.
Let me try and think of. Oh, you wanna look one up? Here, look one up and give the release date. Oh no. He said ask me and then didn't want to type anything. Okay. Let's do this. May 6th, 2016.
May 6th, 2016?
Yes.
Captain America Civil War.
Yes. You knew
one of my favorite movies.
You knew the difference between Captain America and Doctor Strange. Both came out 2016.
Yeah, of course I did.
You're like, okay. Well, so you're really good with the release dates. Not so great at Invincible trivia.
We decided to spare you guys us eating Cane's in our mics.
Yeah.
So y'all are welcome.
However, Dambo Tui and Jenks.p were clowning me for my Thrag take. Let me say this. I don't know what's gonna happen in the comics. I don't know what's happening. Okay, everyone's like, dude, Thrag's not a good guy. Trust me. I know he's not a good guy. But right now it seems like
they're space Nazis.
Yeah, but it seems like he's given up his evil ways and he's saying, hey, we're just trying to live normal lives here. That's all we're trying to do.
Just trying to bang and hang.
The same thing that Nolan did. And look, when Nolan got to Earth, he was evil. He was evil. He was a space Nazi. And now he's a good guy. Invincible, all right? Viltrumite.
Do you want to know percentage of how much you're cooking?
Sure. Oh, by the way, Thaddeus, also evil space Nazi, went and fought in like some evil campaign and then came back suddenly merciful. That's what Thrag said. I think it's like it happens quite often apparently that Viltrumites have a change of heart and that they become good guys. I don't know. And right now, again, I don't know what's going to happen in the comics. I know I'm wrong, but right now everyone has said, "Hey, we've actually decided not to be evil and just live normal lives." And also, when I brought this up, they were like, "Yeah, they're having harems of humans on Earth." That's not from the montage that we saw. It seemed like very consensual relationships.
Do you want a percentage of how much you're cooking?
Sure.
Like actually?
Sure.
Okay. Somewhere between 27 to 33%.
Okay. I'll say again, based on the knowledge that I have from what I've seen. Okay. Because also they have the option to literally just straight up enslave Earth the way that they did countless other planets, hundreds of other planets. There are 37 Viltrumites on Earth right now. They could do it easily. They're not. They're choosing not to. To me, I'm like, okay, so maybe you guys have, maybe you're deciding let's just be normal.
Could Mark Grayson beat Luffy in a fight?
Mark Grayson easily
rips Luffy to shreds. Well, he doesn't rip Luffy to shreds, I guess.
No, but I mean, you can literally pick Luffy up and drop him in the ocean. I mean, what's he gonna do?
But if he doesn't know that, could Mark not knowing what Luffy's weakness is?
Mark can fight across the planet. Mark can punch Luffy across the continent.
But Luffy can just absorb it, couldn't he?
No, elastic style. I don't know. I don't think about like that level of force. I don't think so.
Do you think peak Luffy, like the most powerful version of Luffy you can imagine? Because we're obviously only 100 episodes.
We haven't
into One
seen
Piece.
peak Luffy yet.
So the peakest version of Luffy you can imagine, 100 episodes in. Do you think he could stand a chance against Mark?
If you
from
want
Invincible?
to have this conversation, we should bring in Danbo Tui.
Danbo Tui, come here for a second.
Because he's our resident One Piece expert here. So we can theorize all we want about peak Luffy, but we're not actually gonna know.
Come sit on my lap.
We're getting into the One Piece section.
Come sit on my lap.
Go.
All right, Dan, could the peakest version of Luffy stand a chance against Invincible?
Because we don't know peak Luffy. We haven't seen him yet.
Peak Luffy, I don't know. The power scaling is so different between the universe. Like One Piece power scaling is actually really low compared to most mainstream fictional universes. Like it's not planet level. I don't know if this is a spoiler. It's not a spoiler, but like at the current stage of the manga, the most highest they'll go is like maybe, and this is arguable island level, and that's arguable. Even that's arguable. It's like small island level.
So it's not Dragon Ball Z blowing up the whole planet. No. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think Invincible, wildest Luffy. I don't think Luffy has a chance.
Yeah, I mean, we've literally...
You don't think Luffy can, like, absorb hits?
I mean, Mark could just take him...
Mark doesn't know... Mark does... Okay, space, yeah. I was going to say...
I don't think anything... Sure, he can't... Invincible can't damage Luffy by punching him, but, like, he can figure it out. Like, he can... Once he knows that, he'll just throw him into space or stab something through him. There's for sure nothing Luffy can do to damage. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, exactly. He can't hurt Mark, and at the same time, we saw Mark basically with two other dudes destroy a planet. So even if Mark himself is not planet level, he's close.
That feat enough is to already disprove any argument.
I mean, can Luffy survive in space?
No.
I mean, all Mark's got to do is literally lift Luffy up into space.
Mark could drop him in the ocean.
That's what I said.
Are there any characters in the first 100 episodes of One Piece that could beat Mark?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying One Piece, the very strongest character in One Piece is arguable small island level. Okay. And even that is a debate.
Okay, question. Luffy versus the Avengers. Luffy versus Captain America.
Well, I'd give that to Luffy.
I think that's got to go Luffy. Even
Captain America has nothing to damage him.
Luffy versus Black Widow.
Luffy.
Wait,
Luffy versus Hawkeye.
Hawkeye? Why are we even entertaining
this? Yeah, that's not entertaining.
I'm just going through the list. Luffy versus Ant-Man.
Luffy.
Luffy versus Spider-Man.
Luffy.
Luffy versus the Hulk.
Luffy. Because Hulk can't damage him.
Luffy versus Thanos.
Wait, Infinity Gauntlet or not?
No Infinity Gauntlet.
Luffy.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Thanos.
Luffy versus Doctor Doom.
Doom. Based on that trailer. Based on the Doomsday trailer.
Doom.
Luffy versus Thor.
Luffy. And
versus how can
I have an answer. You guys will agree with me if I tell you why it's a spoiler. Specifically Thor.
Don't spoil it.
I know, but viewers know. Trust me, you guys are. If I tell you why, it'll be a spoiler. Give it another 100 episodes, you'll be like, yeah, Luffy beats Thor. Only Thor specifically, and there's a science to it.
Luffy's got Thor's got the battle axe. Thor's
Luffy-
got Stormbreaker.
Luffy versus
Can't spoil.
Reed Richards.
I don't know. Luffy.
All right, so Luffy.
Wait, that one was close. You kind of hesitated.
They're so similar.
You would just think that
Luffy-
Luffy's Reed Richards, but stronger, right?
Yeah, Luffy can do more. He's more of a combatant. Sorry, he's more of a combatant.
Luffy versus Galactus.
Galactus, for sure.
All right.
Galactus.
Is there okay? Are there more than
Iron
5
Man.
characters?
I think Iron Man could beat Luffy.
Iron Man can be
Really?
Yeah, because he has swords and he has plasma, he has beams. Luffy struggles Luffy's. If it's any like blunt attacks, Luffy takes like Hulk and Steve Rogers, for example. They can't do anything because he absorbs physical.
How could
attacks.
Spider-Man not beat Luffy?
Because Spider-Man only has blunt attacks. Luffy's super strong, can lift buildings, bro. He can
So can Spider-Man.
not entire buildings.
If Spider-Man uses his full strength, he could.
An entire skyscraper.
Jenks,
An entire skyscraper.
come here.
You want to put a pillow on his?
We're getting the whole gang.
I think you
involved
gotta.
at
I
this
think you gotta put a pillow on your
point. Let me
lap.
see here.
It's right behind you.
Jinx is gonna be so far off screen. He's so tall. Yeah.
That's the goal.
I don't know if the
Answer the
frame is
question.
set up for you.
Okay, so he's not gonna be able to.
We're debating if Luffy can beat Spider-Man. I'm saying Luffy can because he's made out of rubber. There's nothing.
I just need to do. Okay, Spider-Man's strength. How strong can Spider-Man be? Like not holding back.
Can he lift a building?
How big is the building?
Can he lift your house? Your entire house?
I mean,
Can he break your entire house
like
by punching it?
peak Spider-Man probably could.
That's what I'm
Are
saying.
we not fighting
MCU
MCU?
Spider-Man now.
I said peak the peak version of Spider-Man.
That's such a cheat argument for comics.
We're talking about the peak version of One Piece.
But there's only
Peak
one
for
story in
speak.
One Piece. Tell me, I mean, like, okay, you agree with it, Jake. You can't just say, oh, but the strongest comic adaptation. You can find that for any like.
You could, yeah.
So it's like you got to give me one, which I kind of assumed we were talking about.
Okay,
MCU.
I want to ask about the strongest version of
15-year-old Peter
Spider-Man.
Parker before he gets his powers.
But MCU Spider-Man cannot lift your house.
Versus first 100 episodes Luffy, because that's
I
what
forgot.
me and Berkan
I
were-
forgot where.
Well, I did ask him peak Luffy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, current 100 debatable, but peak Luffy, yeah.
Okay, peak Spider-Man versus peak Luffy. That's a question I want to answer.
Well,
I've
peak.
I've
You're
never
talking
seen One
cosmic
Piece.
Spider-Man then, right?
I've never seen One Piece.
But peak
Uh-oh.
Spider-Man is
They're not gonna
cosmic.
be happy about that.
Peak Spider-Man is cosmic Spider-Man.
Are
Though,
you guys
right?
starting a thing on my channel now? Everybody's gonna go to my page.
Hey,
Watch
for
One
every
Piece.
new follower that the Drive-In Movie Podcast gets, Jenks will watch an episode of One Piece.
Whoa!
I don't know if he agreed to
Hey,
that.
guess what? Deal.
Bang!
What did I just agree to?
I don't
Do you
know.
watch anime at all?
I watched My Hero Academia. Thanks to Dan. Gotta finish it.
I feel like that's probably a good
Almost like I have
starter
really
one.
good recommendations.
Yeah, it's almost like Dan watches Peak.
All right.
You guys can go now.
Oh, Berkan's kicking y'all out, I guess.
Unless you guys have anything else to say.
I honestly think that there's like an interesting similarity between. I know I'm still hung up on this, but I think there's an interesting similarity between like Thrag and Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, because Eren Yeager is like a genocidal maniac who has to like, and I'm not really gonna get too far into it, but he's faced with this choice where he either has to kill a bunch of people or like all of his friends have to die. So it's like, in case you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna like spoil who and why and if he does it and that kind of thing. But it's like, in my mind, and then like when that season was happening, a lot of people were rooting for Eren. And I wasn't one of them. I thought there was another alternative that they could have gone down, but I think it's a weird situation between the two. Since we were talking about anime,
Okay. I think it's finally time to talk about Michael.
I'd agree with you.
All right. How many Michaels are you giving Michael?
Out of 10 Michaels, I'm giving Michael 5 Michaels.
Just to be clear, these are Michael, not Michael. We're not rating Michael. We're rating Michael.
We're rating Michael with Michaels.
Yes.
We're not rating Michaels.
No. Michael with Michaels.
Yeah.
5 Michaels.
5 Michaels for Michael.
I'm giving it 8 Michaels.
8.
8 Michaels. I thought about
Okay.
this a lot the last few days.
Okay.
I think the Michael Jackson biopic lacks a lot in story.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't think as a movie it has the like waves of emotional range that you'd want, and in storytelling, like there's not really any like big like obstacles that feel significant enough.
His dad.
Well, yeah, like his dad. Of course it is, but it also doesn't feel like he's just kind of like, okay, I need to tell my dad I'm going to do this, and he does. And like it's like okay, like he didn't like, yes, his dad like beat him as a child, which is obviously very wrong and not great, and it totally made me see the Jackson 5 in a whole different light. I loved that part of the storytelling, but I think as the rest of the movie, I didn't love that he did that to him. I just loved the storytelling of that. I was really invested in that and like how he overcomes that. But I feel like the rest of the movie is like, Dad, no, I'm not going to do this. And his dad's like, you suck, but okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I think Michael delivers is such a good fan experience. I think the music, how they do it, is incredible. I think the performances are incredible. I think it delivers exactly what Michael Jackson fans want, and that's just a great time at the theater celebrating Michael. I do think it is a good celebration of Michael, and so I think it delivers on a good film experience. I just wouldn't necessarily say it's the greatest biopic of all time, but that's kind of how I feel about it. I think it was really enjoyable.
I would have liked a lot more story, honestly, because I feel like we barely touched on any of the siblings.
Janet Jackson's not even in it.
There you go.
At all.
I know. We did. I mean, I really liked Coleman Domingo as Michael Jackson's dad. I really liked how he really did seem like the villain. I'm glad it had a villain,
Yeah.
Like the story had a villain.
But again, he only felt like the villain in like the first 20 minutes. Like, yes, he was always like the quote unquote antagonist.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't really like that threatening.
This ends up being my problem with pretty much every biopic, is that it's not a written story. It's what actually happened. And so a lot of times, like, a written story actually has like a rising action, like a clear conflict, a clear resolution, a good ending,
just something that they're battling against.
Yeah, in this movie, it was basically like Michael Jackson's story of, okay, he's a performer as a kid, comes out with some albums, they're really good. His dad wants him to go on tour. He wants to do his own thing.
Yeah,
that's the whole story.
It's the obstacle thing.
It's not even the end. Like, there would need to be a second movie to fully cover Michael Jackson. So even this, I was like, this wasn't even a full story.
So here's my thing with Michael. So there's biopics that I prefer in the musical biopic genre. There's two that immediately come to mind. I think the Elvis biopic starring Austin Butler, I think that's the greatest biopic.
Okay.
And then I think one that recently came out this past Christmas, which was incredible, Hugh Jackman, Kate Hudson, Sing Sang Blue. Or Sang Sung Blue. I'm like blanking on the name of it. But incredible. It was so good. Both those movies featured like, I mean, Elvis somewhat had like a bad guy, but there's like personal trauma and personal obstacles to get through. And in the Hugh Jackman, Kate Hudson movie, there's so many like, will they achieve their dream? Will they have one moment? Will they overcome their obstacles? There's some major obstacles in those movies.
Song Sung Blue.
There's some major obstacles and personal obstacles in Song Sung Blue that I thought were just so powerful and so gut-wrenching. But the thing with both of those movies is that you kind of see the beginning, middle, and end. Michael is just the beginning.
Yeah.
You don't get to the middle and you don't get to the end, which is why it kind of lacks that feeling and maybe feels a little bit too like happy-go-lucky. I mean, like, I thought the most interesting part of the movie was the Jackson 5. Like, I would have loved if that entire movie was the Jackson 5 childhood era.
The Jackson 5 is almost one character. Instead of there being like 5 individual characters, Michael and his brothers, it was Michael was one character, and then it was almost like his brothers were one collective character.
But that's what I was saying. Like, I would have enjoyed like a fleshed out version of that story.
Yeah, me too.
But the thing with like Michael is like, he's automatically like, you kind of skip over like, okay, you see he's talented. All of a sudden, he's a world superstar, already like incredibly famous.
Yeah,
already had Oscar sweeps. Everything's just going right. Yes, there's a conflict of his head catching on fire, which of course was a serious thing. But again, you don't really live with that too much in the movie because you immediately see him start performing again and then make his own decision.
He has the scene in the hospital, lasts maybe 10 minutes, and then they move on.
He's back to performing,
and they don't even show like I guess they like stitched his scalp or something to like to cover the scar, because they did say that they could like tighten his scalp or something. But they don't even like address that really. They said we could do this, and then in like the next shot, he has a full head of hair.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you can't see a scar.
Right.
So it's like, I think that they showed a lot of like, a of performance, and they chose some like interesting scenes. Like there's scenes of Michael and his chimp Bubbles.
Yeah.
Um,
God, I was so scared something was going to happen to Bubbles and Michael Jackson because I don't know Bubbles' history with Michael Jackson.
yeah.
So I was like, please God, tell me Bubbles is okay. I just want to put this out there in the internet. Bubbles is still alive and happy, living in retirement in a center in Florida.
Nice.
So Bubbles is all good.
Okay. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen. I think they could have sacrificed some of like, I don't want to say like the B reel, but
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of B reel instead of like actual plot.
Well, we'll see. The second Michael Jackson movie isn't actually confirmed. I think it's going to happen because I think Michael's going to make a whole ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will be the movie where all those challenges can be kind of presented, and we'll see. But yeah, I think this one was just a little bit too happy-go-lucky for me.
Yeah.
But again, I still gave it an 8 Michaels because I thought it was a wonderful celebration of Michael Jackson and something that fans would really enjoy and be able to embrace. And I think that's important. I don't want to discredit that. So that's why I'm at 8.
Sure.
You disagree, you give 5.
No, I mean, I'm sure that if you're like, I like Michael Jackson's music, but I'm not like a super fan. Like when I met Evan Solo at CinemaCon, and he's basically always listening to music in one earbud. Like when he's talking, he's got one earbud in.
Yeah.
And he showed me his Spotify Wrapped, right?
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson's his number one artist.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a movie for him.
Oh yeah, and he loved it.
I
He
know
loved
the,
it.
I know the hits. I know Thriller.
Shout out to Evan, man. He went to the Michael premiere like right after his birthday. What a guy. Deserves the world.
Shout out. So I mean, that movie is for people like him.
Yeah.
I don't think it was necessarily for people like me, which is fine.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, what do you think your Michael Jackson fandom was?
What do you mean?
Like, how much of a fan of you were you of Michael Jackson?
Was I?
Yeah.
I mean, to be completely honest with you, he was a little bit before my time. So it's the same way that it's like the Beatles. It's like
you didn't have like a Michael Jackson phase as a kid? Because like I remember in the 4th grade, I was like, because Guitar Hero, I fell in love with Beat It. And I fell in love with like listening to Michael Jackson. I watched Thor so many times. Like I like started like understanding Michael Jackson, and then he died, and I was like, oh my God, this is the craisiest thing that's ever happened in my life.
I remember when he died, my mom was really upset. But what were we, like 11?
It was this is gonna be terrible. Pull up the date.
Okay.
I'm gonna June 2009.
Hold on.
I was in a Target.
It was what'd you say?
June 2009.
June 25th, 2009.
Yeah, I remember.
So we were literally 12, I guess.
No.
Or 13.
No.
Yeah.
No.
2009? No, we were 11. We were
We were
born
going into the 6th grade.
We were born in 1998.
We were going into 6th grade.
1998 to 2009.
We were 11.
It's 11 years.
Yeah, we were 11.
Okay.
We weren't 11 yet though. We were 10.
Okay. We would have turned 11 the next month.
Yes. I was a month away from turning 11.
Okay.
Accuracy matters.
Sure. So that's what I mean is that like in the same way that I'm like aware that the Beatles were one of the best bands ever, I was never a big Beatles fan because it was just a little bit before my time. I know the hits. I just haven't really listened to them at length, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know how Michael Jackson almost made it? Let me pause. Michael Jackson was the reason we almost did not get Avengers Doomsday.
What a weird way to phrase
Think
that.
about that. We saw how incredible the Avengers Doomsday trailer. We almost didn't get it because of Michael Jackson.
What are you talking
Because in the 90s, Michael Jackson tried buying Marvel. Met with Stan Lee. He almost did it. He just wanted to play Spider-Man. He was like, I'm going to buy Marvel just so I can play Spider-Man.
about? Okay.
But it fell through because of financial and studio obstacles.
Wow. When you have so much money, you really just spend it on whatever you want.
Michael Jackson in the 80s bought the ATV music catalog, so he had the rights to all the Beatles, Bruce Springsteen, Rolling Stone, Elvis songs.
That makes
That's
sense.
crazy.
Like from a business standpoint.
He was a genius. Business-wise, he was a genius.
Buying Marvel.
He was so ahead of it.
Buying Marvel so you can play Spider-Man is like kind of the equivalent of billionaires building space programs so that they can go to space, right?
Yeah.
It's like I want to build a rocket so that I can go to space.
Just so I can go to
And I have
space.
billions of dollars, so I'm just going to do it myself. I'm not going to wait for NASA to put me on a rocket.
Do you think a Michael Jackson Spider-Man movie would have been good?
I haven't seen Michael Jackson act in anything. I don't know.
I think it would have been a fever dream.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine him compared to
I can't do falsetto. Imagine his falsetto voice.
right.
What's up, Doc Ock? What's up, Green Goblin? I can't do. My voice is still recovering.
Yeah, trying to
so.
imagine Michael Jackson's voice doing like quippy Spider-Man lines is
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
it's kind of eerie
Yeah.
almost.
Oh, weird.
Anyway, that's what I thought of the movie.
Okay.
So, sorry. I mean, I know that the Michael Jackson.
Is there a biopic
Fan
you
base-
actually liked?
No, I'm not a big biopic. I've been very
Iron Claw
clear
was
about
so
this.
good. Elvis was so good. Song Sung Blues so good. Lincoln was great.
I always think, oh, I would have changed this, and that about this, but then it's always like that was what actually happened.
Yeah.
You can't just change it.
Well,
It's
they still dramatize some things.
yeah, but I mean, like, I would have been like, I mean, like that plot point doesn't really make sense thematically, or it would have been more interesting if this happened. But for a biopic, you like, even if you're dramatizing events, you can't just fully make up events,
Yeah.
right? So it's like that's always where my brain goes.
That's fair.
Like in the Michael Jackson biopic, I know his hair actually catches on fire, but to me, I was like, that's so random.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's what I mean. It was random. It was a freak accident.
Yeah.
It was
happened.
tragic, but it's like in my mind, I'm thinking like it's just like out of left field
Yeah.
for a story.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand on biopics, and I totally understand the appeal of them. They're not my
For
cup
you.
of tea.
You thought Marty Supreme was a biopic, and I remember that crash out so well.
Did I think my?
Yeah, you're like, why does everybody get a biopic? We're doing biopics for ping pong players now.
Oh, that was based on the trailer.
Yeah, based on trailer, you thought Marty Supreme was a biopic.
Yeah, not based on the actual movie, but I was like,
Yeah.
it's like really?
Yeah, that's
We're
funny.
doing a biopic. Like everyone gets a biopic.
Yeah. Well, I think that's our episode.
All right, thanks for watching, y'all.
We're about to go head to Universal Fan Nights,
Right.
which is going to be fun. And then tomorrow we're doing a very secret, fun thing. I'm just going to say it.
Oh,
We're doing something in IMAX. But that's all I'm going to say.
thank you, IMAX.
Thank you, IMAX.
All right, thanks for driving in with us. We'll catch you later.
See you guys next time.